My name is Toy Allen, and my wife and I had my son Brian, who's autistic, and he's now 9. At the age of 2, for Brian, when we noticed some differences, because we noticed he wasn't meeting some milestones, he wasn't as talkative anymore, he wasn't as engaging anymore, his eye contact was not there, and they began to test Brian again. And then we had an IEP for him, and then that's when we found that they were looking at autism. And so we took him to a behavior specialist after that, and she diagnosed him with autism. We tell him all the time that he can do all things through Christ. That strengthens him. A friend of ours came across a advertisement for oxygen therapy, and she called me one day while I was at work, and she said, have I ever heard of hyperbaric oxygen therapy? And I said, what in the world is that? And when we looked at the oxygen therapy, Brian was at a point where he was regressing, no longer engaging. He was no longer doing certain things that he was doing. How are we going to pay for his treatment? And we begin to look at the sacrifices that we are going to make so that we can make that happen. I called Dr. Tammy and I told her exactly where we were, and she told me about this great foundation, the Oxford Kids Foundation. Thank God that our application and the funding was approved. It is a true blessing how God really panned everything out through the foundation, through the oxygen treatment, and through everything that He has brought together so that my son can get this treatment. I tell people anything that's good for you is always a challenge. After the first 10 days, we started noticing a difference in his behavior. We started noticing that he was more engaging. He would come up to people and say hi. He would come up to people and say, what's your name? He would come up to people and start engaging in a conversation. And we truly believe that God will send you people within your life that will help you. This therapy gives the parents hope that there is more out there that they can do for their child. The Kids Foundation has been absolutely wonderful, wonderful. Without that, we don't know how we would have came up with the funds for our child to receive the treatment.